Hello, my LGBT cuties, and welcome back to another episode of A Jaded Gay. I'm Rob Lovelace, and have you ever felt like you're being ignored or neglected in a relationship? Well, many of us have experienced what's often called gay loneliness, that sense of isolation that comes from growing up in environments where we weren't always seen, supported, or represented. And even when we do find a partner, that loneliness doesn't magically disappear. In fact, sometimes it shows up inside the relationship itself. Now, loneliness in a relationship can develop slowly over time, especially in long-term partnerships where emotional needs go unmet and patterns of connection begin to fade. And when one partner doesn't really see or support the other, it can create a deep sense of isolation, sometimes even deeper than being single. And a big part of this experience comes down to the difference between being together and truly being connected. You can share a home, a schedule, and a life with someone, but if there isn't real emotional availability, empathy, or support, the relationship can start to feel hollow. And that lack of connection is often where loneliness grows. This kind of loneliness can also chip away at self-worth. When someone goes long enough feeling unseen or unsupported, it becomes easy to question their own value, not just in the relationship, but as a person. And that self-doubt can make it even harder to imagine a healthier dynamic or believe that a more fulfilling connection is possible. But here's where the conversation becomes empowering. Loneliness, whether inside or outside of a relationship, points us toward our unmet needs. It highlights where we're craving connection, where we're not being supported, and where we need more compassion, either from ourselves or others. And healing often starts with rebuilding emotional resilience, seeking support beyond the relationship, and trusting ourselves enough to pursue connections that genuinely nourish us. Ultimately, feeling lonely in a relationship doesn't mean something is wrong with you. Instead, it means something is missing in the relationships we have. And recognizing that is an important first step in creating the love, support, and connection you deserve. So if any of this resonates with you and you want to better understand how to build a healthier emotional connection, check out the podcast episode and blog post linked below. And remember, every day is all we have, so you gotta make your own happiness.